Okay, well, that build served me well before, so may as well stick with it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to switch to my, where is it? Bike build.
Yeah, I do like the fire rod one.
I unlocked a bike called the Duke earlier, actually. It's pretty good.
Is there an alternate costume for Luigi that's a biker jacket and shades?
I wish.
It'd be like that one level in Crash 3, except better.
But then that would block his evil death stare.
That made it onto Fox News.
I heard about that. What was the deal with that?
It's just that thanks to Mario Kart TV, basically this editing feature they have, someone slowed down Luigi passing Waluigi, and for some reason Luigi has this really angry face on him at all times during the race.
Well, you know, there was a lot of bad news for Nintendo during the year of Luigi, and it kind of sullied his reputation even more. I think you'd be pissed if that happened to you.
It's just one of those. It's one of those really unintentional, funny things.
Yeah.
So why did Fox News talk about it?
Because they had it was a slow news day.
Yeah, slow news though.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna try and turn it into some stupid controversy about how cartoon characters can never be angry or something.
No, I think I actually read on Twitter that they said like Luigi's a sociopath or something. I'm not sure how true that is.
Well, again, it's putting characterization because Nintendo never puts characterization in their games.
Yeah, they mostly leave it for the RPGs. Honestly, fuck.
It's like the only controversy I know that happened earlier is that Glenn Beck claimed Watch Dogs makes you a hacker, but
Yeah, okay.
it's like, yeah, pressing one button lets you hack doors open. That lets you hack doors open. Totally makes you an elite hacker.
God damn, there's a lot of lightning in this particular one. It's probably because I'm recording.
Most likely.
If hacking worked that way, I would have freaking aced my computer classes.
I hear that. Okay, so Ryan, what do we think of this track?
I kind of like this track. It's also a bit underwhelming in terms of overall design, but I think it has a nice amount of twists and turns to make it still interesting to race on.
And it's got a remix of the music from Mario Kart Stadium, I believe.
You can also cling into the sign here as well.
It looks very drifty, which brings me to a question. Actually, does snaking work in this?
Well, it's a Mobius loop in a figure-8 pattern.
No, I mean like does snaking work in this game, just in general?
Well, you still get boosts from drifting, but snaking itself now.
Okay.
Nintendo took that out after after all the noobs complained in DS.
To be honest, it got really annoying after a while, because I could be racing as well as I could be doing on online, and yet I'd still get beaten by someone who was snaking.
It's mastering the gameplay mechanics.
It's a very gamey mechanic, though. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Oh god, that was a bit tense at the end, though.
I know it takes skill to do, but at the same time, it makes my head spin.
So, it's a very controversial topic in snaking, so let's get off that and move on to the next course.
Oh, is it going to get heated if we keep talking about it?
The heatedest.
The comments explode about snaking.
Speaking of comments exploding, Donnie got a lot of flack for complaining in your Mario Kart stream, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Lewis, no disrespect to you, but when you talk, you remind me a lot of Donnie, just the way you sound.
Huh.
Not in terms of complaining, sorry, I heard that little awkward pause there.
Yeah, so now we're at Toad Harbor, a really nice level, I think.
Oh, hell yeah. Looks nice, great music. A little bit of Sonic in the music, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, also known as Not City Escape Zone.
Yep.
Oh, really? City Escape? I don't see that yet.
You'll wait till we get to the second half.
Honestly, I'm seeing more Sonic Generations Rooftop Run at this point.
It also has a little bit of the Shy Guy market from 7.
Ah, that was one of my least favourite levels in 7.
Why?
There were just like so many obstacles, and it's set at night, and I've come to realise that many of my least favourite tracks are set at night, just because it makes it very low energy.
I love the fact that you can do wall jumps with anti-grav.
Is it blowing your mind?
It's not anti-grav. It's gravity going in the wrong direction. I think I can sort of see what you were talking about.
All it's missing really is the truck.
So you're gonna take the second route up on top? That's faster.
I'll probably do that on the last lap.
Okay.
I don't know all the shortcuts, but I know enough to get by.
Well, like most Mario Karts, a number of them are really only feasible if you have a mushroom.
Yeah.
Remind me... Oh, the mushroom is the boost. Right.
How long has it been since you played at Mario Kart, mate?
Well, I haven't had a Wii in ages, and there was the trip, in which there was Mario Kart 64, but that didn't last terribly long.
I am not losing to a Koopaling. Get the fuck back here.
So who would it be okay to lose to?
Anyone who wasn't a Koopa, a baby, or a metal character.
So basically one of the 8 characters from that Mario Kart 64.
Pretty much.
One of the veterans. You guys remember when highways actually meant roads that were set high up and just didn't refer to generic speed roads?
Not really, mate.
I don't either. I know it was a thing at some point.
Could be like that highway in Japan that goes through the building.
That sounds awesome. It sounds almost like this track.
Yeah, well, it was like according to building codes, the way it worked, they cut out like 3 floors of the building and built the highway through it.
It's very subtle, but I'm already feeling a slight difficulty bump. I think this always happens in the second cup. The computer senses you're getting complacent, so it strikes.
Or you're playing too well at the game. We need to take you down a notch.
It's actually Miyamoto sitting there and manually flipping a switch from like easy to hard.
Every fighting game ever.
I just remember early on when they announced that you'd finally have an item switch for online stuff. You know, when the directors and stuff were like, "Oh, we always try and balance the items." It's like, no, you haven't. Not till this game, anyway.
The balance, like I mentioned in the Mushroom Cup, is really weird because it seems to place more emphasis on like speed-based items like mushrooms. You'll get mushrooms out the ass in this game.
Yeah, even in first place, I've gotten a mushroom. It's like on those rare times the blue shell has screwed me over of a race, particularly in 150cc special. It's like, I just wanted to take a plane to Japan to smack the director in the back of the head. It's like, this is why you balance shit.
What do we think about this level here? Obviously very apt to have Luigi in a Haunted Mansion level.
I really like this level.
I don't mind it, but whenever it comes up online, I'm like, oh, I'd much rather be playing like Toad Harbor or something.
One of those levels that can screw you over.
Not particularly. I just feel that with the haunted gimmick and how tricksy the ghost houses have always been, that the anti-grav kind of works here.
I'm being favoured with a lot of red shells in this particular run.
You know, whenever I have a good item streak like that, I just get terrified that the other players are doing the same.
Yep, that's Mario Kart for you.
Yeah, so what do you feel about the coin mechanic coming back again?
When did it actually come back? And when did it leave, actually?
It was in Mario Kart, Super Nintendo Mario Kart and then disappeared until 7.
I actually meant to ask about that. I kept forgetting. What do the coins do?
They boost your top speed.
Oh.
As well as collecting them unlocks all the vehicle parts.
So they're like the rings in Sonic Riders?
Pretty much.
Can't get away from the comparisons.
Well, I'm pretty sure this game is easy enough to pick up, so...
Apparently an easy way to unlock parts is like to...
Everything in multiplayer counts, so do max number of multiplayers, get 10 coins each, and then just finish a race.
Yeah, you can practically make your own all-cup tour if you wanted to. Just like 32 courses all on random. Shit. Need a new item and fairly fast.
I never really care for the green shells. I always just fire them off right before I get another item box.
They'll punish you for that in this game.
Do they?
Yep.
How?
Well, with shells of their own.
I don't necessarily mean I hit anything, I just fire off the shell at random. Even if I'm in first place, especially if I'm in first place. Who wants a green shell in first place? Jeez.
Well, you can use it for defensive purposes.
No, firing them off backwards.
That or just hanging them behind the car so they block red shells.
Okay. Not doing too badly so far. Oh, now this is a particularly good course. Probably one of my favourites to play online, actually.
I really like this course except for the last bit.
All the turns at the end.
Shy Guy Falls, is that a waterfall title, or is the Shy Guy falling to his death?
Waterfall. But, and also that extra path at the top at the end there is just always really tricky to me.
I always take the lower path. We'll see it soon enough, but what do you think about the course overall, and especially as like the finale of the Flower Cup?
I think it works. It's one of the more visually impressive ones, especially after Toad Harbor, which looked nice but wasn't visually stunning in any particular way.
Toad Harbor was also a very relaxed course, as was the Boo level, whose name actually escapes me right now.
Twisty Halls, I think.
Something like that. Actually, don't the courses change between regions, like name-wise?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I know one of the vehicles, which is called, I think, the Bounder over here, is called the Sneaker in America.
Quite possibly. I don't really pay attention to the names of the cart pieces, though, because they're all kind of pointless.
We call it, like, Fast Cart and Slow Cart.
Except for Mr. Scooty, so you can make Scooty Puff Jr. jokes, but...
I will say, looking at the track themes that they use in this game, I can sort of see it as justified as this being a Mario Kart game and not just an F-Zero game.
Well, there's a difference. F-Zero's in the future. Mario Kart's kind of fantasy-ish.
Yeah, I know. It's more just that in an F-Zero game, you kind of be limited to tracks that are planetary in nature or sci-fi in nature, whereas with this you have more, I guess, more diverse cartoony themes that you can just draw from. Well, you can make a track about literally anything. I just find it charming is all. It still probably would have been nicer to see an F-Zero game, but...
Well, it has been 11 years since the last US release.
Jesus. I wish you could get more than 10 coins, but it's probably like an arbitrary limitation to make sure you don't unlock the golden parts on the first day.
Well, the only gold part you unlock via coins is for 10,000 coins to get the gold glider, which I hear doesn't really change anything. The gliders change like nothing, except for maybe a tiny bit of weight.
This is bad, this is very bad. Oh, phew. I thought someone was tailing me for a second, though. That's it, Flower Cup done.
Huzzah. You're getting lucky with the items.
Oh, I'm getting very lucky, mate. And we'll call it the brain scratch look. So, Lewis, what do you think of the game so far, mate?
It looks interesting, and I'm definitely going to pick it up when I get a Wii U, which might not be for ages at this rate, but...
You're not getting Smash?
Well, I'm definitely getting Smash first, assuming it comes out before I get a Wii. But I'm definitely going to add Mario Kart 8 to my must-haves list.
If you were listening to the soundtrack, it would be right now that you'd be buying a Wii U.
The soundtrack's one of its best parts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've heard a bit of it. It sounds really good. But not that much of it.
I try not to spoil myself before release, ended up listening to every single theme available.
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing.
N64 Rainbow Road is glorious.
Yes.
My must-haves list for this console is so short, and it's gotten actually quite a lot shorter since the Wii, since I've seen more of the games that the Wii U has come out with. Like
more like that's the amount of games the Wii U has.
Ouch. Okay, before we break into a console war, let's move on to the Star Cup.